Hi, I'm Elizabeth Phelps of Inspired Leaders Academy, and I work with experts who are wanting to become thought leaders. I develop their messages, their brand identities, and their signature programs and marketing for them. I do the brand identity portion, in a signature program called the Powerhouse Method, which is a one-on-one 7-session program that develops a thought leader brand identity and the messaging that goes with that. So in this video series called A Freedom to Lead, we are looking at the freedoms that thought leaders must claim to be successful. And in today's video, we are looking at freedom from no thanks. You know, the no thanks. It either shows up in a one-on-one consultation, free consultation that you're doing with somebody, and you go through the whole hour with them or something and they say, no thanks. Or it shows up where people are not signing up for your calls or for your group trainings, right? No thanks. So why are people doing this? There are really two reasons. One is they are genuinely not prepared to work with you with their resources. They don't have the money and they don't have the time. So if that's the case, you have to make sure you're qualifying your leads. You have to make sure that when you are investing time with a prospect, that you know and they know that they have the funds to continue working with you. So qualify your leads. But more likely than that is that you are not offering something compelling enough. So freedom from no thanks is being irresistible. And this is the way you be irresistible. You offer something that they know they cannot do themselves. This is unbelievably golden, what I'm telling you right now. Just think about why we automatically go to accountants and lawyers and electricians and mechanics, because they can do things we cannot do. We don't have that skill set. We have not endeavored to have that skill set. So you need to do the same thing so that people instantly and without question hire you, because they know they cannot do what they need to do. So this is the critical first thing, that you offer something that they cannot do themselves. The next tier down from that, and it's several tiers down really, is that you offer something that's fast, or you offer something that is easy. But the quintessential way to be irresistible is that you offer something they cannot do themselves. So when you are developing your business identity, which was in yesterday's video, you must incorporate this. When you are developing who you are and your storefront, it must include what it is that you do that they cannot do themselves, not what you think they can't do themselves, what they would readily admit they cannot do themselves. My clients readily admit that they do not have the articulation ability to convey their value. They readily admit that they do not know how to draw all the things that they know into a signature program. They readily admit that they are all over the place with their business identity and they don't have one. They are not one of a kind, and they readily admit that. So it is very clear that what I'm offering them is compelling and irresistible, because I offer in the Powerhouse Method the ability for them to become different from everyone else out there and to have a singular business identity, and to make sure that they are articulating that very compellingly when they go out and start talking about it, and that they have a story, a teaching story that they're out there and that they're known for. These are the things they know they can't do themselves. So here's the final tip for you. When you are on a call with somebody and they are saying no thanks, you ask them, say, okay, you know, I just would be really remiss if I didn't ask you, how are you going to do this then on your own? Just what are your plans for how you're going to do this on your own? They're not going to answer you. They're going to say, I don't really know, because they don't really know. That's why they called you in the first place. But they might come up with something. And what your job is then to do, in a very kind, respectful way, reveal to them the weakness in them even trying to attempt to do it themselves. So if you are going to go and try and attempt to figure out your business identity and figure out how that's one of a kind and how you're extremely compelling and marketable and what your signature program is, I can tell you, you're going to spend years and years and years of struggle. and you're going to spend so much money on, long distance programming and other CDs and things like that. It is a waste of time. Just work with me or someone one-on-one who can knock it out of the park with you. You can reach me at lphelps@Inspired Leaders Academy. Ask me about the Powerhouse Method. That's my 7-session private program where I develop your thought leader message, your thought leader message identity, and all of the messages that you are out there articulating. Oh, and also your teaching story, what you are out there known for and teaching. All right, have a great day, and I will see you back on Monday.